Well, good morning and welcome back to Balfour Farm. If you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and ring the little bell and you'll get notified every time we post a video. It has been a very busy week and it's not over yet. So yesterday's project was, I guess I'm gonna wake all the pigs up, now it's gonna get noisy, but yesterday's project was we cleaned out a couple of the pens. We can get in there and clean out with a skid steer. And then we did the same thing here. So this is where the sows were, and then this was the boar pens, the boar and sow were there. What we did was we moved the boar in here for the time being, along with the sow, one of the sows. The other sows are also in here, the three of them. I think they're, yeah. Oh, big. Ready for breakfast? So the weather this week has been incredibly warm for this time of year. Well, it's been in the 40s and it's supposed to be that way for the rest of the week. So we're gonna try and get as many of those pig pens cleaned out while the weather's good. Today I need to bed down the other two, put them back together. All right, well, it's been a few days, several days actually, since I started this video, and the weather has been great. We've been up in sunny, feels like spring, so we've been getting a lot done. Haven't had a lot of time to video anything, but today I thought I would show you. It's going to be the first day that we turn the cows out, and it's been a while. The last time I turned them out, I don't know, it was probably a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago. They weren't very impressed, so we're gonna see what they think of it today. Hoping where it's nice out that they'll be interested in going out. So today is the first day that it's been warm enough and not icy, too icy. So the trouble is, if it's really cold or wet or icy, we can't put the cows out, but I think it'll be just fine today. We'll see what they think. I hope they're eager to go out. We'll find out though. All right, well, the cows are out. They they don't seem overly impressed with being out, so we're gonna go straight down the cow barn, and I actually need to go up and get some lime today. We're gonna put a ton of lime, not literally a ton, but a lot of it on. We're gonna spread it on the bedded pack. We'll add more bedding to it, and then we'll probably rototill the lime in also. But anyway, I got to get that done. And meanwhile, the cows are just kind of wandering around. All right, well, we'll leave the cows be right now. We got to go get other stuff done, and hopefully they stay put. They didn't even have any interest at all in the hay I put out for them. So I thought I would take you around and show you real quick what we've got done this week. And it has been a really busy week and a really productive week. So we got the entire pig barn cleaned out, right down to, excuse me, hey, can you quiet down there? What are you doing? You wonder why they break stuff. What do you guys think? You got a lot of space in here. So we got all the pig pens cleaned out and moved all the pigs around. Guess they get a little spooked by the chicken wandering around. Anyway, we got everything cleaned out, and it should be the last time that we have to clean it out this season. I'm hoping that spring is on the way and we can get the pigs back out of the pig barn and get them out in the woods again. But we'll see. It is only first week of February, so anything could change. We could get more snow. We also got quite a bit done here in the cow barn, and let's see if I can climb in here. And you guys let me in? Watch out. Oh. So there is Carrie and her little heifer. You would have seen in the last video, she was just born. And hey girl, you gonna come say hi? Huh? You gonna come say hi? Yeah, good girl. So we still haven't named Carrie's calf yet. It's a heifer, so it's a little girl. There was a last video, a couple people in the comments put down a couple ideas for names. We haven't picked any out, but I think I mentioned last time that Carrie here was born while we were on a trip in Ireland. And we try and stick with the same names. So we have Carrie, Cashel, which is another spot in Ireland, and Carrie, Cashel. Oh, and Clare, County Clare. So we have 3 now, and this little one needs a name. So if you want to put a suggestion down in the comments, we will read through them and maybe randomly pick, or pick our favorite, or pick everybody else's favorite name. And it needs to be an Irish name, though. Isn't that right, Carrie? There is Claire. That is Carrie's calf out of Kerry from a couple years ago. So anyway, the last video, you saw that we were treating Lacey here, which here she is. So she's back in the barn with the rest of the cows, doing much better. In fact, there she is, filling her face at the moment. So the RF that you see on her hip back here is for right front. So her right front quarter, we decided to stop milking. We were treating her with a bunch of homeopathics and the aspirin and garlic tincture. Just couldn't get it to clear up. So we decided to stop milking that quarter, and it will dry up on its own over time and stop producing milk. So the other 3 quarters that she has have all tested really well. We took samples of her milk and sent it up to the University of Maine, and they do a culture test on it and can tell you what type of bacteria or mastitis and what the condition of the milk is. One of the other things I failed to mention, I guess, in the last video, and Heather had pointed it out, oops, knocking things over, is that when we treat cows or there's a problem with their milk, we discard the milk. So typically a cow like Lacey there, we milk them at the very end after all the other cows are done. So we milk all the cows that don't have issues that can go in the tank. And Lacey there, her milk was held aside. So any of the milk that has issues gets separated and doesn't go in with all the good milk, and we feed it out to the pigs. Okay, well, I have one last project for tonight, and what it is we've got our whiteboard, a dry erase board, and what we do is we keep, it's very out of date. Anyway, we try and keep it up to date. I've kind of fell behind on that. So that's one project. I need to clear it off. What we do is we list all the cows that are milking, any dry cows that are dried off and not milking at the time. And then this is a bunch of random stuff on there. I had a list of items for the vet to take care of when he was here last week, which we're taking care of, most of them. But so we milking cows, dry cows, and then we also list, usually there's a list here with any cows that have issues. If, one's not milking for some reason, we're keeping it out. Like, for example, Lacey would have normally been on this, and when she wasn't. I'm the only one milking right at the moment, so that hasn't been too big of an issue. And then the other thing is I just put my new barn chart up today for breeding, and the select sire guy came, and I finally got it. It's only for a month in, so I need to update this and add the breedings that have happened over the last 6 weeks or so since the beginning of the year. And while he was here, he got me this wicked cool hat. So anyway, always nice to get a free hat out of the deal. All right, I think I've showed the breeding chart in the past, but the way it works is I put this clear plastic plexiglass over it, so it slides over and it protects the breeding chart from getting all dirty. And what I can do is, which I just did, was I wrote down, you write down the day the cows are bred. So I've showed this in the past, but I'll show it again. So this is Hilda. We write down the cow's name, the day they were bred. So this was February 5th, she was bred, which was just the other day. We write her name, circle it, that shows that she was actually bred. If we write her name and she was not bred, like, let's see, like Joni here, she was just in heat. So anyway, and then Oreo was bred on February 6th. And if this breeding took and she actually gets pregnant, her expected due date will be November 13th and November 12th. So we should know to expect a calf around that date in November. All right, well, I thought I would show you what last year's breeding chart. This is the one we just took down off the wall, looks like. So like I said, we put down when the cow's bred, we circle it with a pen, and then what I do is I circle it with a marker when the cows are actually pregnancy checked. So once they actually are pregnant, so let's see here, try and find one that's, okay, so this is a good example right here. So Kerry was bred by the bull. I put an S there because she was standing. And then 20 days later, she came back in heat and was bred again by the bull. So this time was her last breeding. So when they are confirmed pregnant, we circle it with a marker so that we know they're now pregnant. And then what I also do is we write on the chart when we have herd check, when the veterinarian comes out and pregnancy checks all the cows. I write that on the chart, the day of it, and then I also circle it just so I highlight it and see it easier. And yeah, as you can see, we also have some information about our pigs on there when they're bred. All right, so now we have all the information transferred off our old breeding chart. I'll put that away with the rest of them. We have quite a few years there that I could go back and look. We normally don't need to, but it's always nice to have the information around. So all the breeding dates and the due dates are here on this, and now we just need to go put them onto the dry erase board so they're easily seen. All right, well, there it is. We have all the cows that are milking when they are due. Kerry here is fresh, which means she hasn't, she had a calf and hasn't been bred yet. And same thing with Lacey. And then Foolish here, we had a breeding date of June, or a due date of possibly June 1st. The vet seemed to think it was probably a little bit further off, so we put the 2 dates on there. That way we keep it in mind that when it comes time to dry her off, we'll keep that as in mind. And then Hilda and Penny, there's 2 question marks after it, and it's kind of a way I keep track of. The question marks mean they've been bred by the bull, and then there is no pregnancy check on them yet. So what we'll do is we keep an eye on that. If she comes back in heat, we see the bull back on her, obviously we'll change that. And yeah, that way anything without a question mark is a definite. So that's been confirmed by the vet that that cow is pregnant and should be due on that date of September 6th. So, and then obviously we have only 1 dry cow at the moment. She is due March 27th. And then I'll list down any other issues we have here. All right, so there you have it. Our whiteboard is up to date. We have all the cows that are milking at the moment listed on there with their dates. We have our dry cow, our one and only dry cow listed. She's due March 27th, so a little over 6 weeks, something like that. And then we have our 2 problem cows. We have Hilda, her left front quarter. We dried it off quite a while ago, so she's been a 3-titter for a while. And then we have Lacey that you saw in the last video. It's her right front quarter, has issues there, so we stopped milking that. So anybody can look at the problem ones immediately. Who's milking, who not to milk, and what to milk. All right, well, it's the end of the day. It's the end of the week, and it is also the end of this video. So it was a nice week for getting projects done. It wasn't such a great week for videoing. So we got a lot of projects checked off our list and done, which was really nice to get. It's nice to have the barns cleaned out, and just, you know, there was a long list of projects that we managed to accomplish this week. Unfortunately, there wasn't a whole lot of time for the video. So maybe next week I'll remember to turn the camera on a little more often. But for now, we got a bunch done and we're happy about it. So at least I am. Well, that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for watching. And don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more of what we're doing here on the farm. And we will see you next time. All right, well, we're all done tonight. All I need to do now is go get some firewood to bring into the house, and I'm really looking forward to the video where I say all I need to do is go into the house and maybe like open some windows or turn a fan on, but I guess spring and summer will get here eventually.